What's up, everyone? How's it going? I'm excited to show you guys this brand new demo of Funnelytics and what we're releasing. We're going to start with a very brief, quick presentation, a little bit of background on Funnelytics and the journey we've been on so far. And then I'm going to talk to you and I'm going to give you guys a full-on demo of everything we've built inside of Funnelytics. Everything we've been working on so hard for the last 6 or so months. And afterwards, if you stay until the end, I've got a really cool special offer for you guys. If you are not a Funnelytics Pro member yet, I've got a really cool offer for you guys that has not been seen or advertised anywhere else. So stick around till the very end. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. I'm gonna go and switch over to my screen. I think you guys can officially see my screen. I'm gonna go ahead and just disable my camera. So this right here, this presentation is to show you how to use Funnelytics to become a more profitable marketer and to turn traffic into more leads, customers, and sales for your business. My goal for you is very simple. If you're an in-house marketer trying to sell specific products or service, then I'm going to show you how to optimize your funnels to generate more leads and sales. And if you're a marketing service provider, then I'm going to show you how to not only get great results for your clients, but how to easily close and retain them longer. Okay, so here's what we're going to cover. We're going to cover 3 core things in this presentation. First is how Funnelytics can help you become a more profitable marketer by converting traffic into more leads and sales. Then I'm going to show you behind the scenes of 2 of our funnels that turned us into a multi-7-figure company. And lastly, I'm going to give you tips and strategies for better funnel conversions. I'm going to show you exactly how we optimize funnels, how we make sure that we get really good results within our funnels. So if you don't know, my name is Mikkel. I'm the founder and CEO of Funnelytics. I've been doing digital marketing for about 10 years now. And over that time, I've built a bunch of online businesses, from a Mandarin language school to a language app to a digital marketing agency that I was able to scale to past 7 figures, and now a software company called Funnelytics. And some of these businesses did very, very well, and others not so much. And that's just the truth. Most businesses actually did really, really badly. But during all of that time, I've always had one major problem. When it comes to turning strangers into customers, here's what typically happens. Number 1, you map out the journey that you think strangers will take to convert into customers, right? Typically, you do that on some sort of whiteboard or a piece of paper. You just map out the entire strategy that you assume people will take. Number 2, if you're trying to do it for clients, maybe you'll do it on some sort of simple diagram like this. You'll use PowerPoint to put circles and squares and all that, and it kind of looks like crap, but those are your options, right? Number 2 is you connect a bunch of these things together. You connect ClickFunnels with your autoresponder, and then your ads and Infusionsoft, Kartra, all of your page builders, your email responders, your ads, all of these things to try and make this happen. You connect all of these things together, right? And that's kind of your goal. And if you get it right, then job is done, correct? Customers will start flocking to you really soon, right? If you connect all of these pieces, if you're able to actually make that happen, it's gonna work, right? Well, no, wrong. It never works out the way you plan it to. Truth is, you're never going to get it right the first time, which means that you're going to need to look at scary data, right? Nobody likes talking about data. Most people hate the word analytics. That frustrates them more than anything. But the truth is, you've got to look at data. So step number 3 is that you need to track all of the data that comes in from various places. Your email data, your ad data, your page data, conversion data, your revenue data, all of the different data points that come in, you need to start tracking those. So that's step number 3, right? You track all of the data that comes in from various places. Step number 4 is that you analyze all of that data to see what's making you money versus what's losing you money. That's your goal. You need to look at all of this data, your email data, your Facebook ad data, your Google data, your page conversions, all of this stuff to see what's actually making me money and what's losing me money. Did writing all these blog posts help? Did spending all this time crafting these ads and these emails do anything for me? How do you know? Creating videos, writing on social media, how do you know if it's actually working or not? Why do I have to look at this? Spreadsheets, charts, graphs. Why do I have to look at this in order to fully understand what's working and what's not? That's what makes this so complicated, right? I don't know about you, but I'd rather bash my head against the wall than to try and decipher what's actually working through these spreadsheets, these numbers, these graphs, because truth is, it's a nightmare. You don't really ever get a full picture of what's truly happening, What if you had a simple tool where you can map out your funnel on a canvas, then easily click a button and track how real people flow through each step of the journey? That is what I wanted to achieve. What if that tool could give you insights and visually show you what's working and what needs fixing? That was the goal of Funnelytics when I first started it. In December 2017, we started out with a prototype, and you can see how beautiful this thing is. It was designed by Alexi, our lead developer, and he's so proud every time I show this picture because it kind of haunts him. But this was our first prototype. By December 2018, a year later, over 70,000 people from all over the world created an account for Funnelytics. The community grew to over 19,000 people. I'm so excited and I'm so proud of every single one of you who's part of this community. Hundreds of people started sending us incredible testimonials about this tool. And these were testimonials from people that I personally admired and have learned from. It was from people that really kind of motivated me in this business, which was super exciting. And the tool over the year has evolved drastically. It went from what you saw before to this version of the tool, which is what you guys currently see inside of Funnelytics right now. Our team also grew from 2 people to 13 people, which is really exciting because it means that we've got more people to serve you guys, right? Today, I'm going to reveal to you what the next phase is and how it's going to change the game yet again. And I'm really excited to show this to you because this is what we've been working on for a long time. Now, there are 3 steps to using Funnelytics. There's your mapping, your tracking, and your analyzing. Those are the 3 core things that you do with Funnelytics. So let me go inside of Funnelytics right now, and let's start playing with this because this is so cool. I can't wait to show you guys this. So this is the new Canvas layout. This is what Funnelytics now is going to look like for every single one of you once we push it live to your accounts. And there's a couple cool things that we've built that you're going to love. So the very first thing that I want to talk about is Funnelytics is still at its core a mapping tool, right? You want to map out your entire journey. Remember what I said step 1 is to map out that entire flow, your campaign, how you think people are going to flow through your funnels and how they're going to convert. So we've created this really cool search bar right here. So I can search any sort of icons. I've got pages, traffic, offline icons. We've also added a couple cool features like different shape icons. You can add circles, squares, and stuff to make your canvas look nice and pretty. But let's say I want to go and create an opt-in, right? So I can just use this very simple search. I want to look at Facebook. I can look at webinar. Doesn't really matter. I type whatever type of page I want, whatever type of traffic source. We've got it. And you can also manage and upload your own custom icons if you want. So let me go ahead and put in, let's say, an opt-in page, right? So here's my opt-in page on this canvas. So we've done a couple really cool things to make visualization of Funnelytics really interesting. So the very first thing that we've done is inside of Funnelytics, what you can do is track any sort of action that somebody takes on this page. Now, there are multiple types of actions that somebody can take. So all you have to do is hover over this little link wheel, and we've got 4 core actions, but ultimately you can track whatever you want. So the very first thing that people care about is purchases, right? When somebody purchases something, that's something that you truly care about whenever you're building your business. The second thing that really matters is leads. Generating more leads for your business or for your clients' businesses is something that you need to keep track of. Okay, so one of the things that we've done inside of Funnelytics is we've made it super easy for you to map and build very quickly. So all I have to do is actually click this and it'll start mapping without me having to go and drag a new page if I don't want to. So I can just keep clicking, and I can go, and if I go and put a purchase, you can see it instantly maps a purchase action, or I can go and drag from one page to another, and it'll go and actually create this other action right here. So the mapping has gone much faster, much easier, much better. So that's one of the cool things that we've added inside of Funnelytics to make things move much faster and allow you to map much better. Now, if you don't know, the Funnelytics Vault is something that we've built in order to help you figure out what funnel to build right there inside of your Canvas. It's really important. So what we've done is we added the vault right here. You can see a whole bunch of different funnels that we have inside of the vault. Some of you have access to this, but you can go and filter them by industry, by different types of offers, and you can add them right there inside of your Canvas through the Funnelytics Vault. Now, another cool thing that we've added is this ability to collaborate. So you can go and add as many clients as you want into this project. It doesn't have to be clients, it can be your teammates as well. So you can add these new clients, their first name, last name, and you can do it in view only or read and write access. So they can either edit the funnel or they can just view it only in read and write access, which is really cool because now it allows you to collaborate right there inside of Funnelytics. Now, some of you are probably seeing a couple of cool things like these tabs right here and these top buttons right here. I'm going to talk to you guys about those in just a minute. But that's how you map inside of Funnelytics. That's what Funnelytics allows you to do whenever you're mapping things. Now, the second thing that I mentioned to you was tracking, right? So that's the second step. You have to go and actually track after you map. So let's say I have this opt-in right here. And this opt-in sends somebody to a thank you page, right? I can go and if I double click this, I can just go and change this to say thank you over here. I can also write a little note here if I want for my team to look at whenever I'm collaborating with my clients. I can write my emails here. I can write notes about what should be in this particular step. But what I care about is whenever I set up this page and I've mapped this out, I want to be able to track how many people complete this form, right? That's the key goal right here in order to really kind of take this to another level. So here's what we've done to make this extremely easy for you. I'm going to go and load this page right here. So this is how people register their account in Funnelytics. And if you look right up here, you see this little thing with the Funnelytics logo. And if I open that up, it's our brand new Chrome extension. It's going to remove so many insane headaches related to Google Tag Manager, managing pixels, installing scripts, asking for developers to come in and do some stuff. Here's how it works. It's really awesome. It's really simple. So all I have to do is choose a trigger name. So I can go and say the name for this is create account, right? Okay, so that's what it is. Now, what kind of action is this going to trigger? So this is going to trigger a button click or form submission in this particular case. So then I go and to the next step, and all I have to do is click this button right here, and I just go and say, okay, well, what's the actual button? Well, I'm going to go and select it, reopen this, and then boom, it instantly fills this in. I don't have to install any extra code. I don't have to go and do anything. I don't have to have a developer come in and say that this is the button that somebody needs to click. Everything is done right here through the Chrome plugin, okay? I can go and name this field. Let's say it's getting started button. Then I go to the next step. And this is where I can go and add, using the same selector field, I go and select my first name, my last name, the email address, and I can go and save all of these and then go and save this trigger. Now, all I have to do is go back to Funnelytics. I go into my settings, and then I can go and say, how do I trigger this? I trigger it through the Chrome plugin, and then boom, here's my create account right here, event name. It is now instantly attached to this right here. So anytime somebody fills in this form, clicks this button, it's gonna pass the information and associate it to this icon right here inside of Funnelytics without having to do any other work. It's that simple. This Chrome plugin is something that is going to make tracking and analytics so much easier for you, right? We're so excited by that. Let me know in the chat box if that's something that you're super excited about as well. So this Chrome plugin is something we've been working on for a few months now, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. Now, another couple cool things you can do with Funnelytics, if you don't already know, is that you can load the thumbnail, right? So I could go ahead and put this as register page. It'll go and turn this into a thumbnail. But one of the key things that matters, so you can see here, here's a little screenshot of that. You can see it as I zoom in. But one of the key things that matters, whenever you're setting up your funnels for yourself or your clients, is you need to track the key performance indicators, right? What we call KPIs. So one of the things that we've added right here is this tab called KPIs. So you can see that anytime I add an action, I can instantly add that as a KPI into this bar. So I have a complete overview, line of sight of the things that truly matter to me as a business owner, right? If I don't have to send any more reports to my clients anymore, all I have to do is take screenshots or invite him and collaborate with him. All he has to do is open up this KPI tab, and he can see exactly how many sales, how many leads, how much money he's generated from this particular funnel. So speaking of which, let's actually dive into the analytics. Let's focus and talk about how that looks like. So let me show you guys a couple of our funnels right here. So this is our entry funnel. This is how we actually generate people to come into Funnelytics. So we have our landing page, and then our registration page. This is where they complete form action happens. We have an upsell. They can purchase that upsell by itself, or they can purchase it with a bump on it, so the two different price points. And then we have a one-time offer, upsell, and they can either purchase that or they can decline that, right? So this is the flow for everyone who's coming in, and we basically have three main traffic sources coming into this particular funnel. So let me go and show you. If I open up my KPIs, I can see precisely in the last 7 days in this date range how much money we've made, how many sales we've made, how many people have come into this funnel, how many leads have been generated right there on this bar. And if I want to actually go to what this step is, I can click on this little map icon, and it's going to take me, just in case I don't remember which one that was. Okay, so let's talk about what you can do with tracking and analyzing. So the first thing that matters is over here. We've got a few layers, and I'm going to reveal to you what these three layers do. What these things do is it allows you to better see what's happening with your actual funnel. So you can see right here that I don't have any numbers, but if I want to know my page-to-page conversions, right, my step-to-step conversion, all I have to do is turn on this numbers layer, and boom, it instantly shows me how people have converted across each step of my funnel. I can see exactly how many people have come into each step. I can see my conversions right here. So my vault only is converting at 4.1%. I hover over it, I can see it's 43 people, while this is 4.7% and 49 people. I can see my purchase is really, really bad, and my one-time offer is really performing poorly, so I've got to go and fix that. So I can see there's a hole right there in my business already. And I can see all of the traffic that came in, and that makes it really, really cool, right? But what makes it even better and what makes it powerful is when you can actually focus on the things that matter to you. So let's say you want to know how much money am I making from Google versus Facebook, right? Well, all I have to do is select one of these sources, any source, actually. I can select any step, and I click on this little analyze button right here. And what it's going to do is recalculate all of the data based on specifically the people who have come from Google. So now you can see my conversions and how it's changed my conversions across my entire funnel. You can see exactly how much money and how many sales I've generated. 42 sales for $2,500 from Google specifically, because that's the step I'm currently focused on. And you can see right here, my step is Google, and that's what I'm currently focused on, right? I can see all of my leads, my purchases, and then I can go and compare that to, let's say, affiliates for this same time range, right? I can track my affiliates, my Facebook ads, my emails. It doesn't really matter. I can dive in. I can see that my affiliates made us about $1,200 in this past week for this front-end funnel. So that's something that you typically can't do. I mean, literally, log into Google Analytics right now and show me how to do this, because I have no freaking clue. I don't know how to do that inside of Google Analytics. There's so much stuff in there. It's so confusing. We've made it simple. We want it to be visual, and we want it to make it easy for you as the marketer so that it simplifies your life. Okay, so let me show you a couple other really cool features that you can do inside of Funnelytics. Another thing that I can do is click on this. Let's say I want to analyze all of the people that have completed this form, right? So I can reanalyze this step right here, and I can click on this people tab, and you can see a list of all of the people that have completed this particular step. I apologize if your name is showing up on here. I'll make sure to cover it in the replay, but this right here is all of the people that have completed the form. Now here's the really cool thing. Remember the Chrome plugin that I showed you? Well, all of that was passed over through the Chrome plugin. So because I went and set this right here, all I did was set all of these fields, right? This first name, last name, email through the Chrome plugin. I attached it to this particular event right here. And this is now how I was able to pull all of the names, all of the emails, and actually see precisely who these people are. Now, one of the things that you can do is when you click on an actual person, so let's go and actually click on, for example, let me analyze this purchase action. Let me show you something really, really cool that you can do with Funnelytics. So if I click on an actual person right here who's completed this step, let me go and click on Daryl right here. Okay, I can see a trace of every step that this person has done, right? Now, let me show you something that you've never ever seen before. This is brand new. We've decided to implement this very recently because our aim with Funnelytics is to make data visual. So what we've added is a way to animate how people flow through your funnels. So now you can turn off this numbers layer if you want, and you can actually just see how people flow through every single step of your funnel. So if I actually clear this focus right here and keep my flow on, you'll see exactly how people flow. Actually, let me load up a new funnel right here. This is another one of our funnels, and let me turn on this flow layer. And look, I don't even have to show you numbers. Instantly, you can see how people are flowing through my funnel. Can you imagine what your clients are going to say when they see this, or anyone on your team? You can instantly see what's working and what's not working in your business without having to look at any numbers. This is what we're trying to do with Funnelytics, is make data simple and visual for you to make things much easier. So let me kind of give you a couple more really cool tips and tricks with Funnelytics and show you a few other things that you can do. You see this forecast button right here? I'm not going to tell you about it today. This is something that we're going to keep as a sneak peek for the future, but you could probably assume or guess what this is going to do. I'm not going to reveal it to you today, but I am going to talk to you about a couple other cool things. So one of the cool things with Funnelytics is you can track whatever you want, whatever action you want on your pages. So for example, right here, I have this, let me turn on my numbers layer and turn off my animation layer. But I have this page right here, and this page is actually quite long. It's a lot of scrolling on this page. So I wanted to see how many people scroll 25%, how many people scroll 50%, 75%, and 90%. And again, all of this can easily be set up using the Chrome plug in. And now I can exactly see how many people and how people are flowing all the way through to the end. And if I want to analyze this step, I want to see how much money have I made from people who have scrolled 90% versus people who have scrolled 25%. All I have to do is click this analyze button. It's going to recalculate all of my KPIs, and I'm going to see precisely how much money I've made. So if I want to do that, let's see right here, people who scroll 25%, for simplicity's sake, it's going to go and recalculate all of the numbers. And you can see I made actually 2 sales from people who've scrolled 25%, and that's about 81 people who've scrolled that far, right? So you can start to see how you can dissect what's working, what's not. I've got a bunch of pages right here going to various order forms. So I can go and analyze these pages, and I can instantly see which ones are converting better for me versus the ones that are not. Now, here's a really cool thing, and this is where the future of Funnelytics is headed, and I can't wait to develop this. This is still in prototype, and it's coming very soon, but it's this Insights tab right here. This Insights tab is a game changer. Anytime you start tracking with Funnelytics, the more data you gather, the more you track, the more you set up forms, and the more you pass this data on to us, the more insights we can give you about your business, about your funnels. For example, did you know that males are 35% more profitable than females? Did you know which country is your most profitable? You can see it at a glance right there inside of this Insights tab. So this tab is coming soon. It's something that we're still a work in progress. It is not live yet, but it is something that we're going to build, and we're building towards so that we can make Funnelytics easier, more visual, and better for you. You don't have to be a scientist, a data scientist, to understand what's actually making you money versus what's losing you money. And your clients, well, guess what? All you have to do is collaborate with them, invite them. They can jump in here, and they're going to be blown away. They're going to look at you as a god compared to every other marketer out there, right? You can draw so many insights from how Funnelytics has evolved. There's a couple other really cool things that you can do. For example, if I want, I can go and change my arrows from this to curved. I can create some nice little beautiful curved lines. And I can also filter by device. So if I want to know how much money am I making from mobile versus desktop, let's go ahead and do that. So you can see total I'm making 45,000. So if I click on mobile, and it's going to recalculate for only the traffic that has come from mobile. You can see I'm not making very much money from people who are coming on mobile, even though there's quite a lot of people coming to mobile. So from my ad standpoint, from my emails, if I want to track all of that stuff and I want to see how they're performing, it gives me something to think about whenever I'm setting up new ads and all of that good stuff. So that's the power of Funnelytics. That's where it's going. That's where we've taken it, okay? So let me load back up my presentation very quickly, and let's dive back into this. So as you can see, Funnelytics is here to simplify your life as a marketer. That's why we've built Funnelytics. The old way was for you to use charts and graphs and spreadsheets and data and all of this confusion and compile reports every Friday to send to your clients. The new way is to have a single tool that allows you to map, track, and analyze in a visual way that you've never been able to have in the past. That's what Funnelytics is for. This right here is the future of marketing analytics. When you can visually see how people are flowing through your funnels, when you can pinpoint what's working, what's not, without having to look at data and numbers and all of that stuff. This is the future of marketing analytics, and this is what we're building. Now, if you're already a Funnelytics Pro member, then all I have left to say is congratulations. I hope you're excited. This is going to be hitting your account in about a week and a half to 2 weeks or so. About mid-August is when we're releasing this to everyone so that you can play with it. Okay, so if you're already a Funnelytics Pro member, you can log off. I hope you're excited for everything that we're doing. Now, if you're not a Funnelytics Pro member, you'll want to stick around because I have an exclusive offer that you don't want to miss. Now, before I dive into that, I just want to make sure that you guys are still with me, that you guys are excited, that you guys see the power of Funnelytics. Let me know if you want to hear about this offer, because if you don't, then there's no point in me going through this. I'll just stop now. But if you do, let me know. Okay, I can see a bunch of people are saying yes. So let me talk to you about what we've done for you to become a Funnelytics Pro member. So here's a quick recap of the incredible features that we've already built into Funnelytics. So again, it's about mapping, tracking, and analyzing. So you can visually map your funnels. You can collaborate with your clients and your other team members by inviting them into your funnel projects. You can write notes and write strategies and map all of that out right there in Funnelytics. You've got over 50 templates inside of the vault, and we're adding more, and we're breaking them up, and there's going to be about 100 and something templates released very soon. So we're adding a lot more. Then on the tracking side, you can track your people that come to your website. You can track all of their details, how much money they've made you, their lifetime value, all of that good stuff. You can highlight specific KPIs that matter. You can track any sort of action that you want, whether it's a scroll, a button click, a purchase, a complete form. And it's easy to set up tracking with our new Chrome plugin. Then once you've set up your tracking, it's time to analyze. And you can analyze your page, your leads, your sales conversions, right? Step to step. You can turn on that numbers layer. You can analyze how well your ads, your emails, and all of your traffic sources are performing by just analyzing that step. You can visualize the flow unlike anything that you've ever seen before. And you can also discover hidden paths. So you can see where people are coming in from into your funnel without actually having to take a guess. So we give you a list of all of the people that show up and where they show up from, even if it's not mapped onto your canvas. When we launch Funnelytics Pro to the public, pricing is going to start at $195 per month. And you can see that this tool is well worth it. This price is going to scale as you add more users, projects, and tracking capabilities, right? So as you track more and more and more people, for example, if you track 100,000 people per month versus 1 million, you're gonna have to pay a lot more than $195 per month. And even at that price, it is still a steal because with Funnelytics Pro, you can get rid of your mapping tool, which will cost you anywhere from like $10 to $15 per month, your visual funnel tracking tools, which is about $70 per month, your link tracking tool and your event tracking tool, which typically have really massive setup fees, and you need a developer and you need all of this complex stuff to set up, and your conversion data, which you can really do with Google Analytics, but that's really a headache and massive confusion. All of these software will cost you a total of $450 per month. Actually, Anthony Cologo, one of our founding members, one of the very first people that signed up, actually sent us a video testimonial saying that he canceled $500 worth of software and 2 analytics people that he paid $3,000 per month for total. Isn't that amazing? Like, he got to get rid of all of that and save himself all of that money. Now, the Funnelytics beta evolution has happened over the past 18 months. This was phase number 1. Phase number 2 is what you're currently in right now. And this is the final phase of our beta. We're closing our Funnelytics beta program. We're turning it into a public release. Once we release this and we iron out all of the kinks, once we push this to your accounts, we iron out all of the kinks, there will be no more Funnelytics beta once we fix all of those bugs, and we'll be opening up Funnelytics to the public and changing our price point. But being a beta member has its perks. We've got 5 awesome bonuses that you can leverage for being a Funnelytics beta member. Okay, so let me walk you through those bonuses right now. So the first perk that you get is 70% off our regular price. You get grandfathered in and your price will never increase. That means that you never have to pay more money for tracking more or anything like that. Your price is never going to increase. We have 2 payment plans. We have a quarterly plan at $225 per quarter, which means it's billed every 3 months. And we have a yearly plan at $695 for the year. And you can cancel anytime. The yearly plan has exclusive bonuses that I'm also going to talk to you about. We want you to succeed. We want you to get incredible results, and we want you to help shape the future of this tool. You're part of an exclusive beta group, so not only is your price going to be locked in, and never go up for you, but you get this unfair advantage over everyone else. And the only reason is because you took action while others didn't. Now, we don't offer monthly or trial plans during our beta program because we want people who are committed to implementing and using Funnelytics for their business and to help us make this tool even better. Now, we do offer a 30-day risk-free guarantee. All we ask is that you actually try to implement Funnelytics. And one of the core bonuses that we've introduced is going to make that extremely easy for you, okay? So that's all that we ask. If that's all you got, it would be worth it, right? If you were able to convert traffic into profit and you need data to do that, if that's all you got, it would really be worth it. But we're going to give you unlimited access to everything. Unlimited clients and projects. You can add as many projects as you want, as many clients as you want. Unlimited collaborators, right? So you can add as many collaborators as you want. And most importantly, unlimited tracking. It doesn't matter if you have a site that has 1,000 people per month or 1 million. It will never change. You will always be locked in at the same price. In fact, we actually have somebody who joined our beta program, and he installed the script on a site that is part of the Professional Golf Association. The site was RyderCup.com. And over 72 hours, over the weekend of that golf tournament, 7 million people went to the website, and we captured all of that data. It was a little bit of a nightmare for us because we weren't expecting it, but we captured all of that data, and he never had to pay a single dime more because he was a beta member and he took action and his price never increased. Now, we're also going to make this extremely easy for you to set up by giving you a one-on-one VIP onboarding session. For the next small group of people, we're giving you a free one-on-one onboarding session. Honestly, most companies charge anywhere from $500 to $1,500 just for this. We can't do it forever, otherwise I'd have to transform my dev team into an onboarding boot camp or something. But for the people who take action today, we are going to go above and beyond and give you a free one-on-one VIP onboarding session so that you can get all set up, get all of your tracking in place, make sure that Funnelytics is set up for you, and you know exactly how to operate it. Now, on top of that, we're also going to give you access to our Funnelytics Mastery and Certification course. This is our complete guide on how to use Funnelytics to diagnose your funnel and increase profitability. And we're even going to certify you at the end so that you have a leg up over everyone else. As we launch Funnelytics, I guarantee you that a lot of people will want to implement Funnelytics in their business. Lots of business owners will request to use Funnelytics. Well, because you're going to be certified, guess who they're going to contact, and guess who they're going to choose over everybody else? That's right. So Funnelytics, you get these 3 exclusive bonuses for being a member. Now, the next 2 bonuses are exclusive to people who join on a yearly plan. So the very first bonus is my 0 to 200K web class. This is the exact step-by-step breakdown of how we launched Funnelytics and generated over $200,000 in less than 48 hours during our initial launch with less than $10,000 in ad spend and 0 affiliates. I break down exactly how you craft a product, how you launch it, and how you actually get massive results by doing that. And I give you this web class for absolutely free if you join on our yearly plan. Now, for everyone who joins today, you get this never before seen bonus. I've never advertised this. I've never talked about it other than the previous demo that I did, which is our Funnel Momentum program. Our upcoming 6-week program where you'll learn the fastest way to build a pre-proven funnel that matches your goals precisely and gets you fast results. This framework can be used for any product or service, period. This is going to be a $2,000 program, okay? When we build it out, after we go through this initial group of people, and by the way, this program is going to start in about 2 weeks or so, mid-August. If you don't sign up before then, you do not get access to this program. So here's what we're going to cover. We're going to cover in Module 1 how to position your offer so that people can't resist and say things like, shut up and take my money. We get this all the time. If you craft your offer the right way, if you craft your product or service and you position it the right way, people will just ask you to take their money. And we're going to show you how to do that. Module number 2 is how to pick the right funnel, the right headlines, the right sales copy, the right images every single time and get it right. Know that it is the right thing. Module number 3 is how to test your funnel and prove that it's going to convert before building a single page. This is extremely important. Most people say you have to map something out, then you got to build it, and then you got to test it, right? Wrong. You actually have to map something out, then you got to test it, and then you got to build it, okay? And I'm going to show you exactly how to do that with funnels. Module number 4 is how to build your funnel fast using 3 shortcuts so that you don't have to waste time and do all of this crap that really takes the most time, right? So we're going to give you 3 shortcuts to make that happen really fast. Module number 5 is how to properly set up Facebook ads to send your dream customer to your funnel and make sure that it converts. Facebook is still the best place to advertise, and if you do it right, you can send loads and loads of traffic to your funnel and actually acquire customers really quickly and grow really, really fast, right? And module 6 is how to use Funnelytics to measure and scale your leads and sales and revenue. So that's what we're going to cover inside of the Funnel Momentum program. I'm super excited about this program because it's not just me teaching in this program. I've also got some really awesome experts who have built multi-7-figure businesses who are coming in and teaching as well in this program. So this works for all online businesses. It's a universal framework. It's how I scale Funnelytics to a multi-7-figure company in just 18 months. It's how I scale my agency to 7 figures. It's how we consistently launch new digital products and generate 6 figures. Whether you're selling courses, coaching, consulting, or services, it doesn't really matter. This framework will work for your business. And you get a couple bonuses with the Funnel Momentum program. The first bonus is Facebook group access. And for the first group only, everybody else will only see the recordings. But the first group only, we have 6 live weekly calls with myself and other experts for you to actually jump on and actually get the most access to this. And that's just thrown in for free when you join our yearly plan. That's a free bonus that you get. So you must act today to get access to our live Funnel Momentum program, because once we actually go live, you don't get access to it anymore. You don't get the live calls, okay? So these are the exclusive beta members offers. It's a $13,200 value, and we give this to you for free. Your price will never increase. Like I said, I want you to succeed. You've got 2 options. You've got the quarterly plan to use Funnelytics Pro and lock in right now, or you've got the yearly plan with the incredible bonuses, okay? So here's what you need to do next. Head over to funnelytics.io/offer. Very simple, funnelytics.io/offer. Pick a plan, right? Either quarterly or yearly. Pick yearly if you want to have access to the 2 exclusive bonuses. If you're logged into your Funnelytics account, you'll automatically be redirected to the order form. If you're not logged in, then all you have to do is just log in or register a new account and you'll be redirected right after that. But you have to go through funnelytics.io/offer first, okay? Once your payment is processed, your account will automatically be upgraded. If you have any questions, hit us up at support@funnelytics.io. Now, there is a warning here. We have less than 100 spots remaining for our Funnelytics Pro beta at this particular offer. We've got less than 100 spots. We had about 150 last Thursday. Now we're down to less than 100 spots, okay? So you have to act now if you want to reserve your spot for this Funnelytics Pro beta group. Now, keep in mind that what you saw in the demo I showed you was on our staging server. This is going to be pushed into your account mid-August. You're going to get all of the new features, but you need to lock in right now if you want access to all of that. Now, we've got lots of people who have signed up for Funnelytics. We've gotten so many testimonials, as you can see. Actually, Ryan Cruz sent us this one, which was really cool. He said he wouldn't have been able to do a 5-figure launch if he wasn't able to map and see the big picture of everything. All of these people signed up and joined the Funnelytics beta program. and they're not regretting it for a second, which is why they're sending us so many testimonials. So again, warning, you have less than 100 spots, so you have to act now. You've got to go to funnelytics.io/offer. And what I'm going to do right now is answer your questions. So if you've got questions, please throw them into the chat. I'm going to answer your questions to make sure that I've covered the basis, making sure that you understand what this entails and how it all works. So the first question that I see here is, when will we have access to the new features? So as I mentioned, the new features are going to be released around mid-August into your account. We're just ironing out a few more bugs before we release it to everybody, which is really exciting. So in about 2 weeks, give or take, that you're going to now have access to all of those new features. But I suggest you lock in your account right now if you want to do that, okay? Do you have a funnel that will work for me in the Vault? Actually, we've got over 50 templates. We're actually adding a lot more in the next coming weeks and months into the Vault. So we've got a ton of templates, and we're consistently adding more. And the cool thing with the Funnel Momentum program is I'm going to show you precisely how to find the right funnel for your business. Whether we have it or not in the Vault, I'm going to show you exactly how to model and how to find the right funnel for your business, regardless of whether we have it or not, okay? So the Funnel Momentum program is so powerful because of that. Can you track conversions on Messenger, calls, SMS, etc.? So as long as there's a link and a UTM parameter or parameter on your links, then yes, as long as when you send somebody to your page and you've put that link there, you can track it. And the beautiful thing with Funnelytics is that it is universal. We don't lock you in. You don't have to use our links. We actually use standard procedures to make it easy to track. So you definitely can track people coming from Messenger or from SMS as long as you have that tracking, as long as you have those parameters set up in your links. Does Funnelytics connect in any way with Messenger? It does not connect directly with Messenger, but again, as long as the links that people click on that send them to your website are set up inside of Funnelytics, we will track it and we will show you exactly how that person flows through your funnel. How do you show a yes or no path inside of Funnelytics? Okay, so this is an interesting question. With Funnelytics, what you do is you're tracking how people move, right? So yes or no is actually theoretical. It's not really a thing. Like if somebody lands on a page, they either buy your product or they don't buy your product. But if they don't buy your product, they end up doing something else, right? So they either, for example, if you go to an upsell, they either click yes and I want to buy it, or they click the no button and they don't buy it. So you can track both paths. You can track if they click the yes button and they end up purchasing, or you can track if they click the no button and still go to the same page or whatnot. So you're tracking the paths that people take. Hopefully that makes sense and it answers your questions. Are the number of dots relative to the number of leads flowing through each path? So yeah, we're constantly optimizing that animation. It is still a work in progress. It is something that is so innovative, and nobody's ever seen it before. So it's actually kind of tricky to do, but yes, it is representative based on your entire funnel, how many people go through the biggest path versus the smallest path. But it is meant to be a representation of actual people going through your funnel so that you can instantly see how people are flowing, which paths are actually flowing faster and more densely than other paths, okay? If we give a client read-only access, is there still a way for a client to place feedback on the page so that we can address it? No, not at this stage. If you give them read-only access, all they can do is move things around on the canvas, but they can't actually do anything. They can't. They can turn on the analyze layer, right? They can turn on the numbers layer and the flow layer. They can kind of look at the KPIs, but they can't rearrange or change any of the settings. They can't add new icons onto the canvas or kind of change the structure of the funnel. That's what view-only access does. Read and write access basically allows them to do exactly what you're able to do in Funnelytics. If I'm already a lifetime member, should I be here? No, probably not. If you're already a lifetime member, head over to our founding members group and go check out what we have for you there. But no, you already are going to get access to this. So you're lucky because you joined when we were at that level, but we don't offer lifetime deals anymore. Is there a KPI report, or do we have to visit each funnel action to see the metrics? So the funnel KPIs themselves are saved, right? So once you add them into your KPI tab, you'll always see the KPIs right there inside of the tab. If you want to analyze specific steps and recalculate your KPIs based on those steps, you will have to log in. Now, one of the things that we will build in the future is automating those reports, making KPIs even more robust, more flexible. But at this stage, it's just you see all of the KPIs and you have to log in and analyze those steps if you want to see your actual metrics. But it's something that we're really going to be focused on in the future. So that's it. It looks like we don't really have very many questions remaining. There's another question. Will there be a replay? Yeah, you'll probably be able to access a replay of this very, very soon. But act now. Go to funnelytics.io/offer. Lock in your quarterly plan or your yearly plan. Remember, we have less than 100 spots remaining at this price, at this offer. If you want the Funnel Momentum course and the 0 to 200K web class, the Funnel Momentum course is starting in a couple of weeks. If you want that, you've got to lock in at the yearly plan, because those are the only people who are going to have access to the Funnel Momentum program. I can't wait to see you guys inside of Funnelytics. We're here for you. You've got your VIP one-on-one onboarding session. You can contact support anytime. Our chat is very responsive. The team is here to support you. We're here to help you implement this tool and become a master of it, and really start blowing away your competitors, start blowing away your clients and making them really excited. So act right now. I will see you inside of Funnelytics Pro. I will see you inside of the community. Hit us up if you've got any questions, all right? Take care, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the webinar. I hope you enjoyed the presentation and what's coming with Funnelytics. Later, guys.